Damn.
Joysticks.
Yes! This is my pre-workout choice at the moment, guys. The objective, go to war. The ingredients, make you want to go to war. Total War, Redcon 1. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the video. Today, we're gonna talk about how to set your macros, how to set your calories, guys, because it's not that difficult. So there's no excuses why you can't be doing it. This is gonna help you set up. We'll go through a few scenarios. We'll definitely go through the maintenance, which is how to keep your weight, how to stay exactly where you are, so how many calories you need to eat in order to stay the same weight. We'll then do a surplus, we'll then do a deficit, which will be how to gain, how to lose weight. So we'll say how to work out those off the bat, and then we'll work into the calories and where we should be assigning macros and where and when, and all of that tied into one. But first, guys, I got leg day again. I missed out the 2 days filming, so I didn't film my push or my pull, so you've got a leg day to watch again. If you don't want to watch it, I don't blame you, you just watch one that is. It is a different workout. This is rotation 2. You can skip to this time right here. But if not, sit back, enjoy. I think I'll probably keep it raw again. I love this raw footage, guys. You know, just getting nasty with the weights, pursuing that mass, and just chasing it down, because that's how I feel. That's what I feel right now. I feel like I'm a hunter. That prize is that mass, and in order to get there, I've got to hunt through those reps, hunt through those sets, and work my way up. So I can't wait. Let's get on with it, guys. Leg day. First up, biceps, but leg day. Let's go. Comment down below if you can correct my form. Always trying to improve. Tip on post-show rebound. Fucking train hard. Last week, bearing in mind all of my sets are to failure, but last week I did 130 for 8. I just did 140 for 9. The growth is real, the growth is quick. A lot of that will be in my brain learning that motor pattern again, because I hadn't squatted for 3 or 4 weeks before that last one. So I was very, very shaky. Much more in the zone on this one. Rest pause set. 12 reps on the first set. Rest 20 seconds. Failure. Rest 20 seconds. Failure. Let's get it.
First things first, I've been putting in the work, I'm all level with the cause. Had problems with the fam, I had problems with the gang, I put that strong cause. I've been gone for a while, but I still with a smile when I cancel my tour. Before he takes a shot, I'll shoot him first. And call mum, we was going through her purse. We were doing more than doing church, when the devil in his face, that motherfucker doing worse. Still here trying to find another blessing. I'm overloading my life, I'm repping. And my thoughts, young storms, wasn't ready for the limelight. Took a little break from the game, started praying, man, I had to get my money right. All black clothes till I shine. They hate me on the slide, but I bet you if I died, you would see I'm on my 9 now.
6x4, muscle rounds, split squats. That's fucking God. loud, yeah.
Cheese, Saganaki, Greek shit, whole team sick. Whole bitches from Cleveland on my dick because I rap. Cook it, make it clap. Throw the money in the air, then pick it up. I'll take that bag, bitch. Hold me down. Homie, throw me phony pounds. These $7 like some crispy garlic, golden brown addicted. But ain't nothing prescripted. Baby clash from my talk, mix it up with the linguistics. Bitch, I'm hot.
But they'd be more interested in like getting the expenditure gains for themselves. But if you were to...
Right guys, finally home and ready to talk to you about calories. So we'll start off with calories, we'll work into macros afterwards. It's just a logical thing to do because we do have a pyramid of, I don't even know what it's called anymore. God, I'm so rubbish at this. It's a pyramid of importance of the way we should look at nutrition. Calories, second down is going to be macros, third down probably micros or meal timing, and then fourth down macros or meal timing, and then number 5 probably just going to be anything else. So really you should be focusing on calories first. Now I'll tell you how to work out your maintenance. Now this is a rough guide, you will have to do some calculations along the way. I'll try and make this as visual as possible for you on the screen. First of all of this depends on the way your hormones are holding up, the way your thyroid's are hanging up, the way your history has been. Have you been in a surplus, a bulk? Have you been hitting maintenance? All these variables do change the actual answer of this, so be warned. This is initially from a guy called Lyle McDonald, I think his surname is. I'll put his post at the first link in the description box so you can go check that out. So all this credit goes to him. Roughly, you want to be taking your body weight in pounds. This is assuming you're lean, guys. If you're kind of a bit more overweight, I would kind of guess your percent fat and then take off from that. This is to say you should be having maybe 14 to 16 calories per pound of body weight. So for example, if you took someone who was 200 pounds, times that by 14 to 16, be 2,800 to 3,200 calories. Now guys, the reason why there is a range is because of the variabilities, but also activity. Someone who is highly active, maybe works on a building site, anything like that, is going to be moving a lot more, expending a lot more energy, hashtag expenditure gang. So they will have to be eating higher than that. And it may be that it's even higher than the 3,200 calories if you're 200 pounds, if your activity is super high, so be wary of that. So once you have this initial number, all you have to do is weigh yourself every day for a week, see what happens. If your weight goes down, you know you're in a deficit. If your weight goes up, you know you're in a surplus. If your weight stays the same, you know you're in a maintenance level. So let's now assume that you've got your calories. Now we work out how many macros we should have, how much protein, how much carbohydrates, how much fats, and then maybe you could just look at sugars on the whole at the end of the day. So protein, this is my method for it, is 2.5 to 3.4 grams of protein per kilogram of lean body weight, guys. So if you're lean, you could probably just take this like for like. If you're a bit overweight, you could probably guess your body fat and again take off that number, and that's how you'd work out. This comes directly from a study from Eric Helms. That study will be in the bio below and it'll be on screen right now, where he recommends these variabilities. There might be like 0.1 off there while I'm talking about this. I haven't got it by the side of me. So once we worked out our protein, we can work out our fat. Now minimum, really minimum required dose is going to be 15%. Now the reason for that is because fats help hormones, help regulate hormones. They have compounds which can help testosterone boost around the body. Not only that, but estrogen as well, and generally just for recovery and energy. So minimum 15% just for hormone regulation. The only time I can see you dipping below that is deep into a comp season, but even then, if you've done it right, you shouldn't need to go that low. And then really guys, there's personal preference. So if you're someone who likes to eat a lot of fat, for me, anecdotally, girls seem to like a lot of fat. So I give them dark chocolates, I give them nut butters, I give them avocados. If you're someone who just likes carbs, energy, fueling workouts, getting in and out, don't really care about what kind of food it is, even if you do care about what kind of food it is, we prefer carbs, then you would want to work that percentage down towards the 15%, because the rest of the calories that you use will be made up of carbohydrates. So that could range anywhere from 20% all the way up to 60-70%, depending on how many calories you've got. So guys, let's use me as an example. The reason I'm gonna use me as an example is because we'll take my stage weight, which means we don't need to do too much calculation. Well, I won't do any calculation for the body fat because I don't really have any. Therefore, my percentage is quite low, so I don't need to work out the differences too much. Whereas if I was in my off season, the difference because of the body fat would be because we're aiming for lean tissue here. So first of all, calories. So we'll go for the 14 to 60. I'm pretty an active person, so we'll go for 16. 190 pounds on stage. So we take 190 pounds, we'll times that by 16. This gives me 3,040 calories. So just for the sake, we'll take 3,000 calories. So we've got the calories, easy. So that should be my maintenance. So first of all, the first thing that I would do is work out my protein. So from here, we'll do it the kilo method because I prefer it. 86.2 times. I'm someone who prefers a little bit more protein towards the 3.4 area, just because I feel like the intensity of my workouts has a little bit higher demand for protein. So if you're someone who maybe trains every other day, maybe you have 3 rest days a week, 4 rest days a week, you're doing upper lower full body, and maybe the demand isn't as big, you can move more towards the 2.5. Or if you just don't want to eat so much protein, you can move more towards the 2.5 because that's more of a minimum requirement. So we'll times it by 3 just for the sake of not going for crazy numbers. That makes out 259 if we round up. So just for the sake of it, do 260. So then from there we do 260 times 4. That makes 1,040 calories. So easy. This leaves us with 2,000 calories left. So then we know 15 to 35% of that is going to come from fats. For me, it's got to be about 30% because I enjoy the fats and I anecdotally feel the difference that fats make to my diet. They do make me so insulin sensitive. They slow down my digestion of carbs. And generally they keep me a little bit fuller in the mornings when I'm getting really hungry. As soon as I introduce carbs, that's when I get hungry. So the fat helps with that a lot. Just to get 30% off 2,000, we times that 2,000 by 0.3, which means 600, and then we'll divide that 600 by 9, which means 66. So 66 grams of fat out of the 3,000 calories will be from fat, which then means we've got 600 plus 1,040, which is the protein, which means that we've got 1,400 calories to play with. So all we do is 1,400 divided by 4 because we know that there is 4 calories in every gram of carb, which means 350 grams of carb. So therefore my macros would be 260 protein, 350 carb, and 66 fat. Oh my God, I made that seem way tougher than it should be. Hopefully the things on screen made it a little bit easier. So that's it, guys. That's how you calculate your macros and calories. And then if you want to go into a bulk, you will add calories to this. Start off with a couple hundred, see what happens, add more in, add more in. If you want to go into a deficit, reverse this. Take out a couple hundred, take out a couple hundred more, add some cardio in, and monitor it like that. Guys, feedback is key. Feedback is major key. So take it at all walks of life. Make sure you can do that to improve. That's me out. We'll be back tomorrow for something else, maybe the next day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. See you soon. Peace.